Why Fenway Park still feels like coming home, even though I am not from Boston. I am not from Boston. I did not grow up rooting for the Red Sox. My father never told me stories about Ted Williams for the legendary Yaz, and yet, every time I walk through the gates of Fenway Park, I feel like I am coming home. It's a feeling that is hard to explain. It's a sense of belonging to a story that is not mine, but somehow feels like it is. Fenway Park is the oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball, opened in 1912. It's a living, breathing museum, but it's more than that. It's a place that holds the collective memory of millions of fans. It's a place where the past is so present, you can almost touch it. And it's a place that teaches us that sometimes home is not a place you are from. It's a place you feel you belong. Chapter 1. The Cathedral of Quirks. To understand Fenway, you have to understand its imperfections. It was not designed on a computer. It was squeezed into a city block over 100 years ago. The result is a collection of beautiful accidents. There's the triangle, in center field, a remote territory 420 feet from home plate. There's Pesky's pole down the right field line, a home run target only 300 feet away. And then there is the monster. The green monster, 37 feet of green wall that turns routine fly balls into doubles and towering home runs into singles. It was not designed to be iconic. It was built out of necessity in 1912 to block the view from the street. It was not even painted green until 1947, but over time, it became the heart of the ballpark. It's a challenge. It's a landmark. It's a symbol of everything that makes Fenway unique. These quirks are not flaws. They are the park's character. They are the lines on a beloved old face. Chapter 2. A symphony of sounds and traditions. But the feeling of Fenway is not just in what you see. It's in what you hear. It's in the way the sound of 37,000 fans is packed into this tight, intimate space. And in the middle of the eighth inning, something magical happens. The opening chords of Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline come over the speakers, and the entire park, as one, begins to sing. It's a tradition that started by chance in the late 90s, when the stadium's music operator played it for a friend who had just had a baby named Caroline, but it stuck. It became an anthem of resilience, especially after the Boston Marathon bombing in 2013. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. It does not matter who you are or where you are from. In that moment, you're a Red Sox fan, you're part of the family, you are home. Chapter 3. The Weight of History. As I sat there with my son sitting beneath Fenway Park's mighty shadow, I found myself telling him the stories my father never told me, because they were not his, but I had learned them. I began telling stories of Red Sox legends. My voice carried excitement, pride for each legend. The story of Ted Williams, the last man to hit 400. This record has never been matched in over 80 years. The story of Carlton Fisk in 75, waving his home run fair. The story of the 8-6-year curse, and the impossible comeback in 2004 that finally broke it. And I realized while this place feels like home, because the stories are so powerful, they become part of you. Fenway Park is a library of memories. Every seat holds the ghost of a father who brought his son here for the first time. Every cheer is an echo of 100 seasons of hope and heartbreak. He listened intently, eyes wide with wonder and pride, his connection to the stories growing stronger. These tales build a bridge to baseball's rich history. They connect the past with this new generation. I began to realize stories are gifts. They unite generations and build bonds that last through time. Through these moments, baseball becomes more than just a game. It transforms into a lasting legacy they share. So next time you watch a game, remember the stories behind it. Each game has a history worth sharing. You do not have to be from Boston to feel the weight of that history. You just have to love the game. Coach Wiz and his thoughts about Fenway Park. Some ballparks are just buildings, and some ballparks are time machines. Fenway is a time machine. The moment you walk in, you're connected to every player who ever stood on that field, and every fan who ever sat in those seats. It's a feeling, a sense of reverence. Why does a place like that feel like home, even to an outsider? Because it's authentic, it's real. In a world that's constantly changing, tearing down the old to build the new, Fenway has stayed. It's adapted, sure, but it has not changed its soul. It reminds us of a simpler time. It reminds us of the things that last: family, tradition, and the simple, perfect geometry of a baseball field. That feeling of home, that's the feeling of connecting with something true, and there is no place truer than Fenway. As we left, my son turned to me. "Dad," he said, "I get it now." He did not need to say anything else. I knew what he meant. He felt it too, that sense of connection, that feeling of home. Maybe home is not the place you were born. Maybe it's any place that reminds you of the best parts of who we are. A place of shared joy, shared history, and shared hope. For me, that place will always be a cramped, quirky, beautiful old ballpark in Boston. Thank you for watching. We feature new stories every week, so please subscribe and comment on our channel.